So they start to offer me the very first job will require a university degree. At the same time, my English started to pick up. I finally see a reason and purpose of learning English. Of course, English is still getting rusty, and
I don't think so.
Using
You're
for a
fine.
long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then I certainly try hard
Yes.
to pick up my language.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you exactly learn the language? I mean, for our listeners, Taiwanese people are afraid to open their mouth and speak up because they're afraid to make mistakes. If you can, Mr. Yan, tell them how they should be bold enough to open their mouth and speak. I mean, what other advice do you have?
Well, if you see any growing up kids, you will never give them a book, ask them to memorize the spellings before you teach them how to speak.
But Taiwan education does that.
That's the Taiwan education.
Yes.
But the reality is that 70% of the kids cannot learn through books. And so the most simple way to teach is by face-to-face conversations, face-to-face demonstrations. So that's how I learn my English. At school, I really I hate English because you have to memorize all these vocabularies and all these words. But when you are in the real world, every day you have to talk to people face to face, right or wrong.
Yeah,
My
even
English
if you
got
make
to be-
mistakes, you didn't
even
care if you make
you don't care.
mistakes.
Yeah. So I turn out to be very positive in learning English. Yeah.
But the thing is that we keep telling Taiwanese people to just don't be afraid to make mistakes and just open your mouth and just say it.
Sure.
What else can you say?
That's
To
the only thing
encourage
I think
Really?
they just need to, you have to find any possible opportunities, open your mouth.
Yeah.
And of course you have to learn about other people's culture. If you don't know about other people's culture, you cannot carry a conversation. You can only speak something out of your own knowledge.
Right.
And that doesn't go too long.
Yeah.
The only thing can break through that barrier is that you start to showing interest about what other people came from, what was the reason they're coming over here, or what you can learn out of the conversations.
So, what was it like being the GM of American Express after you got that job?
I was really American Express have not been doing well for the very first 4.5 years they opened in Taiwan. And they seem to have a policy, if the company cannot work out in 5 years' time, they have a new president at that time just say, just close it down. Okay, that means the market is not ready.
Close it down?
They was just simply saying, well, I'm willing to invest 5 years. If you can't make it, forget about it. We have a very tough CEO at that time.
Yes.
But anyway, I was asked to do that. No, I was actually gradually promoted to the manager in charge of the sales department.
Okay.
So I realized the company was too conservative. They're trying to copy whatever they're doing in America. American Express have its high profile, but when you come to a new country like Taiwan, it is very hard.
Right.
So finally I have to recommend to the country, say, no, this is not right, to the company. I said, unless you have to turn around, make a new approach, you cannot make it.
All right.
So the general manager, without having any choice, took my advice. And in half year, almost nine months' time, I managed to turn around the company from a continual losing situation to a profit-making company.
Wow, that is great.
So that certainly give a lot of credit for myself.
Yes.
So, and the company was at that time was seriously considered to localize the Taiwan operations because we usually have expatriate running the operation. So it was just in the right time.
Yes.
I saved the company from its losing money situation, from closing down the shop. So finally they said, wow, if you can turn around the situation, you must be the right person. We give the opportunity.
All right.
So that's how I got started.
Well, let's take a little break here, and then we'll be right back.